this morning, am I right? "4 years ago, the Bouye sect's leader passed away, and for keepsake, the ink jade went missing. More precious than many treasures, it's a stone of great significance. A rumor states that whoever obtains the ink jade can become the Bouye sect's leader and rule over Jianghu. Guanghu, right? I'm struggle busting today, I'm not gonna lie. Cool. I'm gonna have my phone for proper pronunciation. Hopefully I get it right, but I do want to give it a try, you know? Okay. Recently, hearsay claims the ink jade has reappeared. Hidden in Anlin's southeastern region, it rests in the mansion of the Lord of Anlin. The Imperial Court granted him a fief 2 months ago, too. In the blink of an eye, numerous individuals who coveted the ink jade began to infiltrate Anlin. Anlin? Oh boy.
Who's there?
After knocking out the two thieves who were about to climb over the wall of the Lord's mansion, I struggled to drag them into a hidden area. Shifu? Hey. Seriously, you're causing trouble even from beyond the grave. Oh, that's a different one. Who would believe... Seriously questioning if I need to stay with this today. Who would believe that the legendary mysterious leader of the Bouye sect and a group of noble thieves was actually a careless old woman? The ink jade is the sect leader's keepsake, and although it's of the highest grade, it's actually incapable of holding dominion over Jianghu. Its disappearance is all because my Shifu, who loved alcohol, got drunk and lost it. That's... But Shifu raised me and taught me everything I know. I can't let her keepsake sow seeds of chaos. After grabbing a straw mat to cover the two unconscious thieves, I faced the towering walls of the Lord's mansion. I need to quickly retrieve the ink jade and put an end to these pointless schemes. Oh, that's so pretty. After silently scouting the gargantuan Lord's mansion, I stopped before an inconspicuous door. It's tucked away in the corner of an eastern graveyard. Courtyard, not graveyard. This is the only door whose lock has a mechanism. Oh. The 8 trigrams, huh? Rearranging the lines that represent yin and yang is simple. Yan at position 3, Kun at position 4, Zen in the middle. After a few careless attempts, the cylinder turns. The lock's copper lung releases its tightly clenched jaws. But as I push the door...
My lady,
Oh,
are
shit.
you here for a stroll under the moon's tranquil gaze? Please forgive me for not welcoming you properly.
Oh, he's so pretty. Bathed in serene moonlight, a tree with a blooming spear. Struggle bussin'. And bathed in serene moonlight, a tree with a blooming pear blossom stands tall, and beneath it is a man wearing luxurious silk robes. Under the swaying shadows of flowers, he raises his cup towards me from across the courtyard. An effortless elegance accompanies his movements and demeanor.
As your host, I've been negligent in my hospitality. Please accept this cup of tea as a modest token of my respect.
The teacup suddenly soars from his fingertips and heads straight for me. Jesus. With lightning-fast reflexes, I catch it. Not a single drop is spilled. A hint of appreciation appears on his face. The jade ornament at his waist reveals his identity. My lord, you've offered me tea of the highest quality. Wouldn't it be a waste if I hadn't caught it? This man, Zayne, has close ties to the royal family. He's also the royal lord in the current dynasty who doesn't share the imperial only lord. What? Share the imperial surname. Okay. Stationed at the northern border for several years, he has repeatedly distinguished himself in battle. To reward his meritorious contributions and show their respect, the imperial court gave him large territories. Anlin is included in that. Yet it is rather strange that this royal lord with a formidable reputation in the Northern Territories kept to himself once he arrived in Anlin 2 months ago. He rarely appears in public. I thought people related to royalty were all flash and no substance, but he actually possesses real skills. Thank you for your kindness. However, I'm afraid sleep won't visit me tonight if I drink this tea. With a flick of my wrist, the teacup flies back to the table that's next to Zayne.
Despite being well aware of my identity, you don't even show a hint of terror. My lady, your reputation as Nightbloom Jasmine, a renowned noble thief, suits you well.
A nice title. When did this title start circulating amongst rumors? It sounds pleasing. I think I'll use it myself.
I first heard of your heroic reputation when I was stationed at the border. Audacious, yet not truly reckless. Robbing the rich to help the poor. Performing righteous deeds that punish the powerful and protect the weak.
Robin Hood. As Zayne speaks, I confirm no ambushes have been set up. Slightly relieved, I shake my head. I like this storyline. A noble thief is still a thief. Don't need to force yourself to praise me. In any case, I've learned that the sweeter a person's words are, the more likely they're accompanied by troubling matters.
Well, you're correct. I'd like to make a request, so I prepared a substantial reward. It's also why I've been waiting for you.
A substantial reward, you say? A sense of foreboding materializes, and my suspicions are confirmed when Zayne pulls out the ink jade from his robes.
I heard the ink jade I acquired through fortunate circumstances has caused quite a stir.
Oof.
I believe it's also an important item to you.
Indeed.
I have a matter that requires your assistance. If you're willing to help, I shall present the ink jade to you with both hands once the task is complete.
Feeling this... Hi, Rolla. Welcome. I only just started. It's nice to have you here. Feeling the distinct annoyance of having walked into someone else's meticulous trap, I narrow my eyes. I see. You deliberately spread rumors about the ink jade being here.
Of course. My lady, you walk like those who use ascending clouds to reach the moon, and your hands can steal that which is considered impossible to take. Alas, your notoriety in being impossible to track down means I must use rather unscrupulous tactics.
Unscrupulous is a good word. Have you done the card yet, Rolla? I just figured I'd try to get through all the cards before Saturday if possible. I'm only doing Zayne's today, and then I'm going to do more tomorrow. Raph and Xavier tomorrow. Mood. I don't like being manipulated. Nice! I've always disliked being manipulated. Farewell. I've somehow managed to avoid spoilers for pretty much all of them. I don't know how, but I have. But I'm gonna do Raph's last because I like the Apothecary's aesthetic, so yeah. I walk toward the courtyard wall. Zayne makes no attempt to stop me, but his deep, composed voice follows me.
The mansion's walls are tall, and the tiles are slippery. When you visit again, perhaps you could try using the main entrance.
Humph. You're that confident about my return? Always caring for us, no matter what. Excuse me. When I return to his mansion, I use the door. Nice. I did Caleb's last time. His was super sweet. Sweet and yet rambunctious. Yeah. When I return to his mansion, I use the door as he suggested, but I'm not visiting as Nightbloom Jasmine. After that night, I made several more investigative trips to the mansion, but they yielded nothing. Today, I've disguised myself as a maid to infiltrate Zayne's residence. If Zayne isn't carrying the ink jade on him at all times, it must be in a place frequent. Excuse me. Stop it. I give a few half-hearted swipes with my feather duster for appearance's sake, before plucking a sweet from an ornate box sitting on the table. I put the candy in my mouth. Delicious. Can't believe a stern lord who led troops into battle has a weakness for that children like. I'm noticing more and more the military lore aspect of him. I'm sorry if you can hear my grumble. I haven't eaten today. That's pretty funny if you can. I wonder if we're gonna get more of that in future horror cards or anything. I spent some time searching the room, but I find no secret. I know he was a military medic before, but it's just nice to see more content for that, I think. Anywho, I spend more time searching the room, but I find no secret passages or hidden compartments. There are only piles of official documents. This document rejects a request to expand official residences and redirects the funds to Anlin's orphanage. Oh.
My lord, we've captured several more intruders in the mansion these past few days. These fools' audacity could shake the heavens.
I hear voices outside the room, but before I can leave, the study's door is pushed open. I bow to Zayne and mimic the maids I've spotted before. His footsteps slightly falter.
Indeed. Their audacity can make even the heavens tremble. Strengthen the security measures throughout the mansion starting today. We need to prevent intruders with ulterior motives from infiltrating.
The guard acknowledges his orders, closes the door, and leaves. Zayne's gaze sweeps over me briefly before he walks to the writing desk and sits down.
Come here and prepare the ink.
Ooh. Any hesitation would give me away, so I have no choice but to pick up the ink stick and begin grinding it with water on the inkstone.
You're grinding ink, not sharpening a knife. Using that amount of force is unnecessary.
Yes, my lord. He unfolds a sheet of paper with golden flecks, but he makes no move to start writing.
The ink is too thick.
Nodding repeatedly while grabbing the ceramic container holding the water, I quickly put on a show of servile obedience. I pour the liquid onto the inkstone.
Now it's too thin. Grind with a bit more force.
Listen here, you little shit. And so it continues. Add the water if the ink is too thick. Add ink if it's too thin. Add water, add ink, add... I'm not sure when Zayne put down the wolf hair brush. Resting his chin on his hand, He focuses intently on the landscape painting on the wall. I've had enough. He turns back to me, and for a moment, a hint of amusement dances in his eyes.
Your ink grinding technique is certainly less impressive than the skills you use for scaling walls and leaping across rooftops. But
Oh well.
I thought you'd keep pretending for some time.
I put down the ink stink. Been reading too much Pokemon with my daughter and Donkey. She likes the little Pokemon flat books and archetypes, and Donkey is part of it, so I'll like stick and stink, and that's all up in my head right now. I put down the ink stick and touched the area behind my ear to carefully remove the facial prosthetics that disguise my true appearance. Since my fruitless attempts to directly steal the ink jade haven't gotten me anywhere, cooperating with Zayne seems to be my only option. The sooner I get the ink jade from you, the sooner I can end the chaos it's causing. Let's discuss that deal you mentioned earlier in more detail. Excuse me. Brother, I'm struggling. What's new, though? So you want me to steal the letters that prove Li Yu colluded with pirates when he hosts his 60th birthday banquet. The governor has entrenched himself in Anlin for years, while embezzling funds and treating people's lives as worthless. During my travels, I've heard of and witnessed his crimes firsthand. Anlin is far away from the imperial capital and has grown wealthy through flourishing trade and water transportation, but Li Zhu imposes heavy taxes. The commoners are angry yet too afraid to speak out. In recent years, his tyranny has gotten worse. Now he colludes with pirates to establish checkpoints along sea routes, looting merchant ships at will.
That man has committed countless atrocities and is a cancer upon Anlan. I wanted to remove him for a long time.
Anlun.
However, ever since I arrived here 2 months ago, Li Gui has refused to leave his residence under the pretense of being ill.
He's that alert? I'd say he's almost as good as a thief.
Although he remains in his home, he has placed spies around my residence. Surely you must have noticed during your visits these past few days.
Oh, he's good. He knew about my whereabouts this whole time and waited for me to agree to his proposal. Zayne stands up and opens the window to reveal boundless, beautiful spring scenery and sunshine outside.
And as I'm being watched, he sends luxurious carriages, fine horses, and precious jewels to test me.
Oh, Jesus. Everything's falling apart. You accepted all of that?
I did.
Mm-hmm. What? You...
When the evidence of bribery is delivered to my door, there's no reason for me to refuse.
Zayne turns, opens a drawer, and takes out an elegantly bound, thin booklet. It's an invitation to Li Gao's birthday banquet.
He's been widely distributing these to the powerful and wealthy.
Huh.
He also noticed how I've only accepted his gifts. Since I haven't shown any favor in return, this birthday banquet will be used to push the relationship further along.
You're quite popular, my lord. If he could curry favor with you, the true ruler of this territory, he'd be more unbridled in his corruption. I take the invitation from Zayne's hand and examine it thoroughly. I turn it over several times.
His residence is heavily guarded. Evidence as incriminating as letters connecting him to criminals must be hidden in a secret location.
Got it. And since the birthday banquet will be lively with its many guests, it's the perfect opportunity. But Li Zhao, oh my god, I already forget how he said it. Li Gu is too cunning and cautious. He requires visitors to leave their attendants outside and enter his residence alone. I ponder how to sneak in. Zayne waits quietly for a moment before suddenly speaking again.
Although I might not excel at pickpocketing or detecting hidden traps, I will do everything in my power to ensure your safety on that day.
His tone is calm yet reassuring to an extent. I look at Zayne and an idea comes to mind. Are you married, my lord?
Not yet.
Oh my god. MC. Then do you have a lover? One who's close to your heart? Jesus. Love it.
Why are you asking these questions?
Reasons. God. If you have neither, then I shall be your consort for a few days. Between acting as your legal wife and moving as a thief, the former is more convenient. Don't give me that look. You know you like it. I'll attend the banquet as your beloved who's inseparably devoted to her lord. Yeah. Li Zhu will focus his attention on you. But who, oh my god. But who would spare a glance for a drunken lady seeking a place to rest?
You truly know how to adapt to the circumstances.
I love MC in these cards so far. Whimsical. However, I have a condition, however. Oh god. I won't take responsibility for you after our marriage ends.
You worry too much. Ours is merely a relationship for work-related matters.
After we succeed, we'll finalize our exchange of the rewards, which includes the ink jade. What do you think? I extend my ink-stained pinky finger towards him. Not ink-stained, but it's got some glitter on it. Oh god, I should be reading. Zayne doesn't hook his pinky with mine. Instead, he lowers his gaze, pulls out a handkerchief from his sleeve, dampens it with water from the ceramic container, and places it on my fingertip.
We have a deal, my lady.
Did he just try and clean my finger before touching it? Rude. Cool. We're here. But if Zayne already has been in Onlin for over 2 months... Oh. But Zayne has already been in Onlin for over 2 months. If his wife suddenly appeared now, everyone would find it suspicious. After our discussion, we decided to spread a story. The Lady of Onlin is unable to endure an arduous journey, so she traveled slowly southward from the Northern Territories. As a result, she only just arrived in Onlin. The couple separated for 2 months would be inseparable upon their reunion, so it would make more sense for me to always be by Zayne's side during the birthday banquet. But having those identities isn't enough. Our words and actions must be believable to convince others that our lies are truths. So for the past 2 days, I've been practicing the routine of Zayne's wife as per his request. We've agreed to act affectionate when others are present. This will ensure the devotion between Lord and his beloved is known throughout Onlin. Oh boy. That afternoon, several large trunks filled with exquisitely crafted, expensive garments are delivered to my room.
My lady, your unmatched beauty and grace are like spring itself. Our humble shop is honored to make clothes for you.
Thank you for the If you acquire more exquisite, fashionable garments in the future, please deliver them to the Lord's residence.
Be at ease, my lady. Every new design from our Liu Xian boutique will be delivered to you first in the future.
Good. Cool. Are there any lightweight, durable shirts and pants in this selection?
Of course. The Lord specifically instructed us to make them. You can take a look. We have all the clothes you could possibly want. The Lord truly caters to your every need.
Oh.
As gold befits the high, my beloved deserves the finest attire. Are these to your liking? If you desire anything else, I shall ensure more are made for you.
So formal. To use beloved in every breath. I didn't think he'd act so well. Wait, I still need to continue this performance. Act cute. Daw, ooh, ee. I take small delicate steps towards Zayne and playfully tap his chest. I love these clothes. I adore every single one of them.
My beloved has grown considerably stronger since arriving in Anlan. This land's feng shui truly nurtures one's vitality.
As he speaks, Zayne takes half a step towards me and gently presses my hand against his chest. I feel a gentle pressure on my shoulder as his other hand draws me closer into a partial embrace.
There are some passable jewels in the treasury. Let me accompany you to select a few pieces. I hope they shall complement your attire.
He's giving it his all for this. I raise my voice to a higher pitch and draw out my words. My lord, you are so kind to me.
Our hearts beat as one. When you are happy, I will also be happy.
So cheesy, I love it.
My lord, my lady, you have a wonderful relationship. My goodness, anyone who sees you together would be jealous.
With a big smile, the boutique owner accepts her reward and leaves. I quickly distance myself from Zayne. Xian Boutique is the largest, most successful clothing store in this city. Everyone knows of our relationship in less than half a day. Excuse me. You are certainly skilled at spoiling someone, my lord. But to further cement our story, wouldn't you say it was too extravagant?
If we must perform, we should commit. In any case, clothes are adding flowers to brocade, luxury with little value. One's demeanor is what matters.
Are you saying I wasn't convincing enough as your beloved?
We still have a few days before the banquet. It wouldn't hurt to refine your skills. Take the pressure of your touch when being flirtatious and the tone you use, for instance.
What? All right, I'll study these aspects more carefully from now on. I bend down, searching through the... Hey! I bend down, searching for the chest... Oh my gosh. I bend down, searching through the chest for those sets of lightweight practical attire. Criminy. I must thank you for preparing garments, not only for the Lady of Anlan, but also for the Night Bloom Jasmine... I hold up a small garment, its fabric as thin as cicada wings. Looking at Zayne, I raise an eyebrow. No wonder people made remarks. Oh my god, I cannot talk. No wonder people made remarks about the Lord being attentive. You even ordered someone to make nightwear.
Oh, this... I suppose it is a gift from the boutique.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. In the corner of the... oh my gosh. Stop. I'm so slow at reading. In the corner of the courtyard belonging to the Lord's mansion, I stand up from my position on the stable's roof. I plan to return to my room before anyone wakes up. Last night, I investigated Lu Xiaoyu's residence without informing Zayne. It was heavily guarded, just as he said. Despite my agility and having studied the map of the residence he gave me, I almost got caught.
You have remarkable stamina, my lady. You work diligently during the day and perch on the rafter like a swallow before dawn.
I look down. Zayne is feeding fresh hay to the dark horse in the stable. You woke up early, my lord.
It's not early anymore. The rooster already crowed.
Fair enough. ... Go down? Out of context. Giggity.
You were absent all night. I was extremely worried.
You were so concerned that you didn't sleep and decided to feed the horses at the crack of dawn?
Yes.
Oh. I was only teasing him, yet I notice his clothes are damp with dew from last night. He actually waited for me? Then assuming you couldn't sleep, you're very thoughtful. You feed the horses yourself, as they say. And as they say, horses can't be strong without night feed. Ha! My words don't convey what I wanted to say. I avert my gaze and mimic him by picking up some hay and feed the horses.
Waiting for you to return is a new habit of mine.
Oh.
Personally feeding horses, however, is an old habit from when I stayed at a military camp.
Although this horse is no longer young, it has a refined head, a good neck, and an agile build. It's unlike ordinary horses. This is the war horse you brought?
Yes. He has followed me for many years. We relied on each other during dangerous situations. I consider him a close friend.
Aw. Can't the same be said about people? Only by sharing hardships do hearts truly connect. I raise my hand to gently stroke the horse. The daylight is brighter than before, and Zayne's gaze suddenly falls on my face. Why are you looking at me like that? Night Bloom Jasmine has roamed the world and witnessed secular society for years. I'm allowed to have philosophical moments.
I'm looking at a swallow whose face is covered in the eaves mud.
Rude. He reaches out, seemingly wanting to wipe the mud from my face. Yet before he touches me, he remembers something.
You visited the governor's mansion.
Oh. In our line of work, reconnaissance is essential. Know thine enemy. You know this well.
Were you injured?
I memorized the map of Liju's mansion you gave me and managed to avoid many traps. His furrowed brow relaxes slightly.
The birthday banquet will be held in a few days. Until then, there's no need for you to return to that place.
Don't tell me what to do. Zayne washes his hand. Then he takes out a handkerchief from his sleeve. It's the one he used to wipe away ink stains on my finger. My chin is gently lifted as he wipes my cheek. His movements are gentle, yet they carry a firmness that doesn't allow for resistance. You use so much force. My face hurts. He pauses.
Surely you jest. If you had truly been injured at Li Gui's mansion, the pain would be 100 times worse than what I'm doing.
In spite of his words, there's an unmistakable concern on his face.
When you have a plan next time, tell me in advance. After all, we're still working together.
Oh, you truly care for your you truly care for your collaborators, my lord. A subtle feeling of disappointment quietly washes over me. I'm used to handling matters by myself. Seeking shelter under someone else's roof feels strange.
The eaves of my mansion are wide. Weren't you climbing down from them, my lady?
What's that supposed to mean? He's so pretty. Must we do this? In the study, Zayne glances at the limited space on the divan next to him. Then he looks at me.
At Li Gui's birthday banquet, you will need to accompany me and sit by my side.
Wei.
If you stay 3 feet away from me while appearing cold and distant, even the blind would question your identity as my wife.
You're not wrong. Sit beside him. Let me scooch on up over here. I sit down next to him.
Come closer.
What?
You could
Any closer will result in me sitting on your lap.
Let's not forget the Lord and his lady are in love. This is how it should be.
Oh my god. Okay, sit on your lap. I sit on his lap. Half my body is pressed against his chest. Is this close enough?
It's adequate.
You motherfucker. As he speaks, he opens a thick ledger before me. What in the...
This is the inventory of my treasury.
Oh. Take a look. Okay. Lands, houses, shops, pearls, jade, gold, silver. It has everything. Your wealth is substantial, to say the least.
Does anything catch your eye?
Everything is to my liking. You've shown me your entire inventory, however. Aren't you afraid I might help myself later if I need money?
There's no need to wait for later. Being pampered breeds greed. If you were truly the Lady of Anlan, you'd point at the items and demand them from me at this moment. Go on. Try it.
You know me, you know how where my mind went there. In the gutter, obviously. Anyway, my lord, could I... No. That golden Keelan is shiny. Everything about it is adorable. Could you give it to me, please?
No.
Didn't you say I should make requests? Why aren't you giving me anything? Why are you toying with me?
Your tone was too polite. It needs to be lofty, domineering. That last sentence was better.
I'll show you how demanding I can be. I pull the ledger toward me and guide his loosely held arm around my waist. Adopting a haughty attitude, I act as if I'm ordering dishes at a restaurant. I like this palm-sized mutton fat white jade pendant, my lord.
It's yours.
Good. Ooh, that miasma-repelling pearl. Exquisite lock, divine key. I want everything on this page.
I'll have them delivered to your room.
I also want this, and that entire page. I want all of them.
I'm willing to give everything to my beloved.
Stop.
There's also armor made with golden thread. It's impervious to all blades. Remember to
Hi,
wear it
Princess
next time
Farron.
you go out.
I'm getting all flustered over here. It's all cute. I shall gratefully accept it. I need it for the birthday banquet. I don't even know what tone I'm supposed to use right now. I feel slightly lightheaded. Mood. But I can't tell if it's from my rapidly expanding fortune or because I'm close to Zayne. I've been in his embrace for so long.
What else do you want?
Can you give me the ink jade now?
Not until our task is complete.
Oh, so your generosity is only for the sake of appearances.
We have an agreement that cannot be broken.
Ease him. I turn to the side, wrap my arms around Zayne's neck, and deliberately press myself against him. You asked for this. You won't hand me over the authorities and throw me in prison once I've helped you, yes? Zayne tilts his head to look at me. For a moment, I can't read his expression. When that happens, perhaps you could arrange a prison cell for me that's warm in winter and cool in... I agree, Banshee. Welcome in. Prison cell that's warm in winter and cool in summer, and I can eat food that doesn't spoil. We have a relationship after all.
So long as I am here, I won't let you go to such a place again.
His expression is earnest. He's not joking. Duh. Again? Why are you aware of what I've done?
2 years ago, you helped save a family that was being oppressed by a corrupt local official in Tong County. However, that family feared retaliation and betrayed you. The authorities hunted you down for many days before sending you to prison.
Oh, let's consider it a minor mishap. Even the best can stumble at times. The worst part is that the corrupt official falsely accused me of several capital crimes. I refused to sit there and accept my fate. I was about to pick the lock and sneak out when the guards released me for no apparent reason. Oh my god. But how do you know about this incident?
Letting someone perish in the cold when they have brought warmth to others would dishearten people throughout the land. I couldn't let it happen.
That was you? A thought flashes through my mind. You were the one who ordered my release? No, that's not right. I didn't know you back then.
But I knew you. 4 years ago, during winter's coldest days, you traveled to the Northern Territories. The snow reached up to our waists, and the enemy invaded with overwhelming force. I led troops to counterattack, but we were outnumbered and besieged for many days. Supplies from the city were almost cut off. I covered for my personal guard so he could sneak away. I sent him to the south with a keepsake, because he needed to request aid from the nearest main camp.
That's it? Okay. Here, okay. 4 years ago, during winter's coldest days, I traveled to the Northern Territories. My Shifu had just passed away, and I was drowning in my sorrows. I wanted the snow to clear, I wanted to see the snow to clear my mind. However, when I heard about the battles, I returned to the south. During that time, I inadvertently saved a soldier who had been ambushed and seriously wounded. I was the one who delivered the keepsake to the main camp to request aid on his behalf. Although I couldn't tour the Northern Territories because of the military conflict, I heard about the events that occurred after I delivered the keepsake. Reinforcements arrived and coordinated with the Lord. They finally repelled the enemy and ensured they would never dare to move south again. So I was the one who stopped war, pretty much. Once Zayne's deployment had ended and he led his troops away, the locals continued to display his military flag on the city walls to intimidate potential invaders. That's insane.
After putting in a significant amount of effort, I discovered that the young lady who delivered the keepsake was from the Buyue sect. She's the proud
Buyue.
disciple of the late sect leader.
Buyue. Yue.
I wanted to thank you personally, but your whereabouts were elusive. For many years, I never found an opportunity. I'm not certain when it started. Keeping track of your activities gradually became a habit. That's why I was able to provide assistance in Tong County.
Has he suddenly turned into Caleb? Stalking activities? Oh my god. His hand casually brushes across the ledger.
Gold, silver, jewels. No matter how rare objects are, they're worthless and incomparable to a kind, brave heart. But if these could bring you joy, I wouldn't mind giving them all to you.
Profound emotions stir in my heart, their ripples spreading through every fiber of my being. His tone is genuinely sincere. I feel a lump forming in my throat. Food. So our paths had already crossed. I'm fortunate that I unknowingly helped you in the Northern Territories. Good deeds truly are rewarded.
You say unknowingly, yet I see it as a mere instance of cause and effect. If you hadn't delivered that message, our paths would have never become intertwined.
Well, I'm getting a lump in my throat, man. This is so cute.
I still wish there were fewer connections formed through warfare and incidents like the one in Tong County.
Excuse me. I couldn't agree more. I often think that if I were to give up a life of thievery, it would be because the world has found peace.
Fighting for justice is important, and the same can be said about filling your stomach.
I'm sorry, Zayne, but that actually was mine in real life, so I apologize. I am kind of hungry. Leave. Bye! I quickly move off his lap, stretch, and try to act nonchalant. You heard nothing. I'm tired of all these fancy delicacies. I want to go out to eat. Would you do me the honor of joining me, my lord?
When my beloved makes a request, how could I refuse?
Oh, he fell in love with her 4 years ago? Oh my god. He stands up and smooths out the wrinkles I had left on his robe.
Let the person who found wealth today treat us to a meal.
You shithead. So a kind, brave heart is worth less than a meal. This is a cute card. I'm really enjoying it. Days at the mansion pass quickly. In 2 more days, it will be time for Gewy. I had it and then I keep losing it. It will be time for Lee Gewy's birthday banquet. Under Zayne's guidance, I take on the appearance of a pampered lady of Anlin. In merely 10 short days, Zayne and I have already become the center of attention among Anlin's citizenry. I cannot talk. Stories abounded. One spoke of the Lord spending a fortune to see his lady smile, and another described how he ordered exotic delicacies to be rushed in from hundreds of miles away whenever she said she had a craving. A novel title, The Lord Only Wants to Dote on His Lady. Oh my god. A Lord Only Wants to Dote on His Lady was quickly published. It sold out in the blink of an eye. Anlin spring is often windy, but today's sunlight is bright. I invite Zayne to dress casually for a leisurely visit to the tea fields on the city's outskirts. The fields cascade across the hillsides. In a tea house's private room, storyteller's voice fills our ears.
And so, the noble thief couple severely punished the big bully. A great satisfaction filled everyone's hearts. To find out what happens next, you'll have to wait for the next installment.
You appeared to be captivated by that tale. Does a story like that resonate with you?
Yes, but also no. People meet and part ways, but traveling alone is never as interesting as journeying with someone. A heroic couple like that isn't enviable. The tea on the table gives off a refreshing fragrance. I pour a cup for Zayne and noticed he seems to be lost in thought. Bonnie and Clyde from ancient China, right? Have you visited the tea fields on the city's outskirts, my lord?
No, I'm afraid I haven't yet. I've only been in Anlan for a little over 2 months. Every day I'm buried in administrative affairs, and when I leave my residence, it's mainly to inspect the territories under my jurisdiction. If you hadn't invited me for an outing, I wouldn't have seen this year's beautiful spring.
That sounded like a sound from a different video game, maybe like Zelda or something. I don't know it. Or PG-3. I have no idea. But anyway, a fresh breeze sweeps past and many people use this chance to send their kites flying.
Most of the people flying kites are young couples. Is this a custom here?
Yes, I heard that lovers fly kites together in spring. It's almost akin to exchanging vows. Have you ever flown one?
The northern territories are plagued by the bitter cold, and their winds are fierce. Then there's the fact that I don't know how to fly a kite.
What? There's something our lord doesn't know how to do?
Leading troops into battle is what I excel at. But this, I'm practically clueless.
Zayne silently looks at me. Spring brings gentle light falling upon his delicate eyelashes. My heart feels as if a tiny paw is tickling it. I'll teach you. Very true. Well, why should we wait for an auspicious date? I'll teach you now. The words barely leave my mouth when I remember that I just explained the romantic significance of lovers flying kites together. Yet he's already nodding his head with delight. I can picture this and I'm just
I'd like to thank you in advance.
My heart is just so swelling. It's so cute. I spring to my feet and point at a small kite stall down the hillside. One can see it from the window. I'll buy that one. Wait for me here. She better not leave. You best be coming back, babe. Don't you dare be running away. Thank you. I'd like a spring swallow kite, please. That's adorable. I'm about to pay the vendor when a gaudily dressed man with greasy hair appears beside me. Ew.
You're a gorgeous young lady, yet I haven't seen you before. You're not from Anlan. Do you know who I am?
Got the goosebumps. Ugh. He's Li Sheng, the nephew of Li Gui. Whatever. He's notorious for bullying men and women and constantly stirring up trouble. Last month, I dug up his wealth that he obtained through illicit means. It was buried under a tree in his back garden. I exchanged it for food supplies and donated them to the orphanage. I don't know.
Well, that doesn't matter. My uncle is Anlan's governor, Sir Li Gui.
Li Gui. Wei. He tilts his head back in a smug expression and pretentiously opens his folding fan. He opens it with exaggerated
The
elegance.
world is ever-changing. We were destined to meet. How delightful! It's splendid! Absolutely splendid!
Getting the... Ugh. Oh shit. Okay. I'll teach you a lesson. So you're Li Sheng. I wish to buy a kite, but I forgot to bring money. Could you buy one for me, please?
Of course, of course!
I know, right?
If you wanted every kite from one end of the continent to the other, I'd buy them all for you.
Dude, I'm getting the disgusted creeps. I'd kick him in the nuts and run away. He reaches for his pouch, but his expression immediately changes.
My pouch! My money!
Mr. Li Sheng's boasting can soar higher than any kite. His expressions shift and he unexpectedly grabs my wrist.
It's just a worthless kite. What can't I get? If you come with me... Ow!
Please go home and seek a good physician.
What just happened?
It hurts! It hurts! Help! Someone please!
Hearing Li Sheng's cries of pain, several thuggish Hearing his cries of pain, several thuggish henchmen come running. What the fuck is happening? I want to kick some ass.
I'm in agony. I've met living demons.
After tying up Li Sheng and his servants and leaving them nearby, I poke the composed Lord of Anlan. Our lord was magnificent as the gallant hero who rescued a damsel in distress. I'm just stretching and, over there, just gonna point these... Where's the gun show?
You flatter me. The manner in which you deftly lifted his pouch was also impressive.
I give the pouch filled with money to the kite vendor. Unfortunately, the stall was smashed to pieces and no kites can be flown anymore.
There are still spring days ahead of us. We have plenty of time.
What should we do with them? Tomorrow's the birthday banquet. If we release them now, our targets will be aware of our plans.
Fear not.
You're awfully confident. Don't tell me you can act like a haughty lord from a novel. I speak of the one who can snap his fingers. Ow. And have guards appear to clean up his mess. That does not go well if it lands on. There we go. Ow. Okay. By the way, yes, these gloves, Banshee made them for me, and they are adorbs. I love them. Anywho, moving on.
Are you referring to this?
Well, I just tried, and I didn't make it work. So.
My lord!
You actually brought your guards? Why didn't you call for them earlier?
You said you admired heroic couples who carry their swords and embark on journeys together.
He planned it all! I love this. It's adorable. A birthday banquet. Thank you. Li Gui's mansion is adorned with colorful lanterns and festive decorations. The furnishings are luxurious and extravagant. Countless delicacies and fine wines flow like rivers as they reach the tables. Okay. False alarm. The attendees themselves are either nobles or wealthy individuals. After several celebratory opera performances conclude on the stage built in a spacious courtyard, an enormous kite suddenly appears in the sky.
Quick, look! What kind of brilliant golden kite is that?
You don't know? Every year on Sir Li Gui's birthday, he has people release a kite made of gold leaf.
I remember. Each year's kite is more magnificent than the last. This one has jewels embedded in it.
Wouldn't it be too heavy? That's not a kite. That's people's hard-earned monies flying away. Mood. I turned to Zayne only to find him slightly furrowing
My
his
lord, you're
brow
new
as
to
he averts his
Anlan.
gaze.
I suppose you aren't familiar with this custom of ours.
Indeed, I'm not. To make a kite adorned with gold, silver, and jewels take flight, you must have been in favorable circumstances. Even the wind is seemingly at your beck and call.
He gets it.
The materials we use in Anlan are different from those used elsewhere.
Elsewhere. Elsewhere.
But outsiders unfamiliar with our ways might have several misunderstandings. Should this humble servant provide an explanation, my lord?
My lord, please don't listen to Sir Li Gui's nonsense. As far as I know, Anlan only has a custom where lovers fly kites together to pledge their undying love. Yet Sir Li Gui's beard is already gray. Who could he possibly be pledging his love to? Li Gui's narrows his eyes, yet his tone becomes more flattering.
Your words are amusing, my lady.
And you're gross. Ah, I spoke out of turn. Let me offer a toast to Sir Li Gui's as an apology and punish myself with 3 cups of wine.
You are too kind. I'm an old man who's been ill and couldn't visit his lordship sooner. Today we will drink to our heart's content.
Seeing me toast Li Gui, several guests immediately gather. One after another, they raise their cups. This is coffee, by the way. These people were waiting to see how Zayne and I would treat Li Gui.
Your lordship, Sir Li Gui, I'd like to offer a toast in your honor.
Me as well. Come, let's drink. There's plenty of liquor.
For real, don't do that. It's not safe. It's not healthy. But anyway. After several rounds of drinks, the music, singing, and dancing continue without pause. I pretend to be drowsy and unable to hold my liquor. I cling to Zayne and refuse to let go. Not wanting me to interrupt his attempt to curry favor with Zayne, Li Gui predictably orders attendants to escort me to the guest room. Just as I stand, Zayne suddenly picks me up and carries me away. Holy shit, bruh. Zayne places me on the guest room's bed and gently pats my cheek.
Are you actually drunk?
No. Are you underestimating me, my lord? You gave me a sobering remedy, so the few sips I had won't be enough to make me drunk. You could have let the attendants escort me. There was no need for you to bring me here personally. I glance at the closed door and urge Zayne to hurry. Li Gui's people are still outside. You need to return to the banquet so I can start working. But Zayne doesn't move. What is it? Is there another matter we need to discuss?
My personal guards have already surrounded the mansion. As soon as we have the letters, we will depart immediately.
Zayne covers my hand with his as he cautions me once more.
Be careful.
I won't fail. After all, I'm Nightbloom Jasmine, the thief you chose after careful consideration. Oh yes, I almost forgot about that.
What?
If I happen to clean out the old man's treasury, you need to turn a blind eye. What? Huh? Bleh. There we go. The place where Li Gui hid the letters is riddled with traps, but I still managed to find the incriminating evidence and had returned to Zayne's side. With irrefutable evidence against him, Li Gui is brought to justice. His accomplices are dealt with accordingly, and the disease that had plagued Onlin and its neighboring lands for years is no more. Since our task is complete, I spend the morning slowly packing my belongings. I prepare to say goodbye to Zayne. A fragrance fills the Lord's courtyard, and as a gentle, warm breeze caresses my face, I realize it's already mid-spring. Hello? Zayne has set down his ink brush at
Are
his
you leaving today?
desk. Yes. When the task is completed, collaborators always part ways. It's impossible to stay by your side until you're tired of me and order me to leave, yes?
The mansion has many rooms. We won't miss the one you're using.
This night bloom jasmine still has vigilante work to do, my lord. He says nothing more, rises to retrieve the ink jade, and then walks over to give it to me.
The ink jade has returned to its rightful owner. Our collaboration has come to an end.
No. Wanna. Finally, the stone that caused so much turmoil brought Zayne and me together rests in my hands.
Here are the items you wanted from the ledger along with money for your travels. Please take them.
He pushes a neatly packed bundle on the table toward me.
My personal seal is inside it. Carrying it will make your travels more convenient.
Your lordship is thoughtful and attentive. Thank you. I pick up the bundle, but my hand pauses as I touch the door. If I don't ask the question that has lingered on my mind for days, I fear I'll never get another chance. I heard that when someone is either kind to another... Hold on. Repeat. I heard that when someone is kind to another, he's either trying to take advantage of her or...
proving that she's near and dear to his heart.
You like me? Zayne, do you actually like me?
Renowned for her wit and knowledge, the Nightbloom Jasmine is chivalry incarnate, and yet she's slow to realize certain matters.
Rude. He speaks with utter candor, his unwavering gaze staying on mine. The bundle waves heavily in my hands, yet something in my chest leaps with joy. But Zayne, there are no words I want to express, emotions I want... Wait, hold on. There are words I want to express, emotions I want to tell him. However, the chaos in my mind renders me unable to find the right words. Speechless. Kiss me. Mooch me. Love me. Zayne waits quietly for me, then the back of his hand brushes my cheek. That's not a kiss, dude.
I know you have unfinished business. As you once told me, there will always be meetings and farewells.
He takes half a step back and watches as I open the door to leave.
Take care.
Hey! 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 I left Onland and traveled to every corner of the continent so I could quell the unrest caused by the Jinkade. Then I buried it at my Shifu's grave. In the bundle Zayne prepared for me, there was a thick journal he had written and some precious items that had proved useful for my journey. It was filled with descriptions of the vast northern territories, its landscapes, customs, and people. Zayne had records of them during his time there. His writing was so rich and vivid that it made me yearn to see the scenery in the north. I treasured it deeply, and I only read 1 page a day. The wish I had long abandoned because of the military conflict, the desire to visit the Northern Territories, stirred in my heart once more. After finishing the journal, I discovered a note tucked into the final page. The date written at the bottom was the day I left his mansion.
I've received a message that frost will arrive early in the Northern Territories this year. The sky may be graced with an aurora. I wish to journey there with you so that winter shall not pass in vain, my beloved.
The aurora! Lying on the rafters, I lift a tile to peek at the study below. Inside, candlelight illuminates the room. Zayne, holding an ink brush, sits at his desk. On it sits a swallow-shaped kite that had just been completed. Oh my god.
It's windy, and you've been resting on the roof for quite some time. Aren't you cold?
He doesn't look up, yet he's speaking to me.
Come down.
Okay.
When did you return to Anlan?
I arrived early this morning.
You left so decisively that day. Why did you come back?
Although he's acting aloof, he's soft-hearted. It is he who gave me his journal and left a note. He wanted me to return. That note? Because of your journal and that note that was tucked inside.
What note?
The note. Seeing his calm expression as he pretends to be unaware, I angrily raise my leg. Kick him! And I kick her, sir.
You're being unreasonable.
You were pretending. Our winter agreement hasn't arrived yet, but there are matters we can still deal with now.
Are you planning to steal something again? I doubt my mansion has anything left that's worthy of your interest.
How do you know for certain that I'm not interested in you? Itchy nose. I point at Zayne's kite. I want to steal Zayne. I'm stealing that, see? I'm not... It's not Zayne, it's the kite. I mean, other way, it's... Not the kite, it's Zayne. There we go. Huh.
The kite was crafted and painted by my noble hands. Since it can only be flown together with my Lady of Anlan, I won't give it to you.
Your lordship doesn't get to decide what happens to the kite. There we go! Mwah!
You...
While he's still stunned, I swiftly grab the kite and walk away triumphantly. Yeah, take that, dude. What? So you'll only fly the kite with your Lady of Anlan? Just you wait. Is me, bitch. But you're not a bitch. You're a sweetheart. After taking the kite, I don't leave the mansion. I return to my old room instead. The room is immaculate and everything is arranged exactly as I left it. Zayne must have ordered the servants to clean it regularly. He was waiting for my return. Humph! His words are harsh, but he still has a gentle heart. I'll try to coax him tomorrow. Early the next morning, I change into the outfit I wore as the Lady of Anlan, hang the kite on a tree, and carefully approach Zayne. He's reading in the pavilion.
Remember to use the main entrance, lest you want to be caught as a thief.
Boop. Make him smile. Boop. Don't be upset.
If there's nothing
Smile for me.
else, you should head back.
No. My kite is stuck in that tree and I can't reach it. Won't the Almighty Lord help me, please? Act cute. Okay. Come on, let's go.
Where is it? Lead the way.
Yeah. Like a dance. Whee! That is a dance. What am I talking about? Your skills are
That's
truly
enough.
extraordinary.
Didn't you say you teach me how to fly a kite?
Like riding a bike. Like I would know. Oh, they're so cute. Oh. Go after it. Ah! Nar! My turn to fly.
Don't give me that look. I won't break a promise that's yet to be fulfilled.
Whee! No, come back.
Its defiant spirit resembles yours.
Doesn't he say that in other like Kindles as well? Don't give me that look. I never expected to be on the roof.
When the mansion was first built,
Natural.
I had yet to meet this unconventional swallow.
You're still holding me, my lord. Is it because you're no longer angry?
I'm
with me?
afraid you might vanish without a trace. Like this kite. You move so swiftly. Securing you like this is the only way to stay safe.
You aren't wrong. Since you and I are entangled together, my lord, I can guarantee neither of us will run away.
That promise is quite reassuring. Then this custom will be. Our promise.
So cute, I got diabetes. This is so cute! Ah! The nuzzles? The pinky promise? Okay, let's focus. That winter, the Lord and his beloved were nowhere to be seen in Onlin. Some say they were spotted in the Northern Territories. The Lord wore his black attire as his reclusive beloved accompanied him to admire the snow-covered landscape. When the beginnings of spring appeared the following year, a new novel titled The Cold Lord's Boundless Affection became the most popular subject in Onlin. The end. That was so freaking cute! I loved it. Oh my goodness.